Welcome back to English language online tutorial. I hope you all are doing great. Today in this video we shall be learning noun, gender, number and possession. So let us start with gender first. Gender is a category of noun which decides whether the noun is male, female, both male and female, and neither male nor female. So gender defines if a word that is noun, if that word is male, female, both male and female, and neither male or female. These four things are categorized by the thing called gender. There are four kinds of gender: masculine gender, which denotes the male gender; feminine gender, which denotes the female gender; common gender, which is both male and female; and neuter gender, which is neither male nor female. At first, there is masculine gender, or which is denoting the male gender. Masculine gender is a noun which denotes a person or an animal as male. If a person or animal is male, that is denoted by masculine gender. Here are few examples you can see: man, boy, lion, peacock, father, husband. All of these words, all of these nouns are in masculine gender or male gender. Next is feminine gender. Feminine gender is a noun which denotes a person or an animal as female. If a person or an animal is female gender, that is denoted by the feminine gender. Example: woman, lioness, peahen, sister, wife, etc. All of these are female gender, female nouns. Here is a list of few masculine and feminine gender. As you can see, God is a masculine gender. God is male. Female God is known as goddess. Emperor means king. Male king is known as emperor. Female queen is known as empress. Actor, actress, waiter, waitress, tiger, tigress, governor, governess, master, mistress, duke, duchess. Same way, all the male genders are known as masculine gender and their feminine genders are known as feminine gender. Here in the right side of the screen you can see there is another list. Bull is the male animal. The female animal is cow. Son is a male person. The feminine gender of son is daughter. Horse is a male animal. Mare is the female animal. So just like that, there are few other examples: king, queen, husband, wife, cock, hen, gentleman, lady, uncle, aunt, man, woman, bachelor, spinster, and so on and so forth. Next, we shall be moving to common gender. A common gender is a noun which denotes a person or animal as both male and female. If a particular word or if a particular noun is considered as both male and female, both male and both female can be that particular word, that is known as common gender. Examples: parents. Parents can be male and female both. So we cannot change the parents to female gender or to feminine gender or to masculine gender. Parents are parents and they are both. Also both male and female. Friend can be both male and female. Students can be both male and female. Teacher can be both male and female. Child can be both male and female. Baby, enemy, thief. All of these can be both male and female. So these are all common genders. Next is neuter gender. Neuter gender is a noun which denotes a person or animal as neither male nor female. Common gender was both male and female, but neuter gender is neither male nor female. Neuter gender is generally used for non-living object. So we have to keep this in mind, that neuter gender means non-living objects or inanimate objects. Just like pen, knife, chair, table, book, lamp, all of these things do not have their masculine or feminine attributes. So these are neuter gender. They are neither male nor female. Next, we shall be moving to number. Number is a noun that denotes one person or thing is said to be singular number. So there are two numbers, singular and plural. If someone is identified towards one number of a noun, that is called singular number. If someone is denoting to many nouns, many things all together, so that is called plural number. A noun that denotes one person or thing is said to be in the singular number. For example, book, one book, so it is book. Animal, it is denoting one animal, so it is animal. Pen, one pen, so it's pen. A noun that denotes more than one person or thing is said to be in the plural number. So if a noun is more than one thing, more than one, there is more than one amount of a thing, so that is in plural number. Like books, there are many amount of books there, so it is called books. Animals, pens, just like that. So singular and plural number are two numbers of a noun. Now, when you are asked to change from a singular number to a plural number, you have to follow few rules. Those rules are written over here. First rule is plural nouns may be formed by adding s or es with the singular noun. So, this is the general rule that we all know. We have to add s or es at the end of a singular noun, and the noun will automatically be plural. Just as the example I just gave few seconds ago, that is book. When we are adding s with it, it is becoming books, means it is becoming plural. Second rule is words ending with y preceded by a consonant change the letter y into I and then adds regular es. So if a noun ends with the letter y and it has a consonant before y, it is ending with y and there is a consonant before y, so it should be, the y shall be changing into I and regular es. You will get to know the examples in the next slide. I am just making familiar with you all with the rule first. So next one is words ending with y preceded by a vowel simply adds s. So if a word ending with y but it has vowel in front of it, so it won't be changing into IES. It shall be changing into only S. Words ending with O preceded by consonant takes ES to form plural. If a word which is ending with O and it has consonant in front of it, then it shall be adding ES with it to make it a plural. But there are few exceptions in this case. There are some nouns which end in S but are grammatically singular. So there are nouns which are singular but they ends with S just like that. They end with S but they are not plural. Now here are some examples of the rule. In the previous slides, you got to understand the rule. Now, when you are seeing the examples with that, you will get to understand it more better. First rule was plural nouns may be formed by adding s or es with the singular noun. So here are few examples. Window, by adding s with it, it is becoming windows, which means more amount of windows. Church, we are adding es with it and it is becoming plural. Mango, we are adding es with it and it becoming plural. Lion, which is becoming lions when you are adding s with it. Next rule is words ending with y preceded by a consonant change the letter y into I and then adds regular es. So when a word ends with y and it has consonant in front of it. So just like the word baby. The word baby is ending with y and it has consonant in front of y, which is b. B is consonant. So when we are changing it into plural, we are just removing y and we are adding ies to make it plural, babies. Same way, fly. The word fly is ending with y and it has consonant which is L in front of it. So we are just removing y and we are adding ies, FLIES, and it is becoming plural. Lady, ending with y and D is a consonant. So we are removing y and adding ies. So it is becoming ladies, which is plural of a lady. Now next rule is words ending with y preceded by a vowel simply adds s. So now in the previous rule you learned that if a word is ending with y and it has consonant in front of it, so it should be ies. But if a word is ending with y but it does not have consonant in front of it, it has vowel in front of it, so it won't be ies, it would be simply s. Just like the boy, 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 ending with y, but it has vowel in front of y. O is a vowel, so we are not doing ies rule, we are just adding s, simple s. Just like that, donkey, it is ending with y and it has vowel e in front of y, so it is becoming donkeys. Day, ending with y but it has a vowel called a in front of it, so it is becoming days. Valley, becoming valleys. Next rule is words ending with o preceded by consonant takes es to form plural. So if a word is ending with o and it has consonant in front of o, it would take es to become plural. Just like tomato. Tomato, it is ending with o but t is consonant and it is in front of o, so it will become tomatoes. Tomatos, tomatoes. Potato, ending with o and has a consonant in front of it, so it would be potatoes. Hero, ending with o and has a consonant in front of it, so it would be heroes with es, ending with es. Echo, it has o at last but h is a consonant, so it shall be adding es when it is turning to plural, so it should be echoes. But there are few exceptions, as I said before. What are the exceptionary words? These are the words that are exception. Exception means these words are not following the previous rule. Kilo. when we are adding, when we are making kilo to plural, we shall be adding only s, kilos, not kiloes. So it is not following the previous rule. Photo. So when we are making photo into plural, we shall be just adding simply s, photos. PHOTOS, photos. It is not following the previous rule by adding es. Eskimo. Eskimo, it shall be simply Eskimos, ESKIMOS, not ESKIMOES. So it is also not following the previous rule. So these are few words that are not following the previous rule, like kilo, photo, Eskimo, bamboo, zoo, kangaroo, piano, radio, soprano, folio, etc. All of these words are exceptionary words. Now, last rule. Last rule is, there are some nouns which end in s but are grammatically singular, which has s at the last of the noun, but it does not make that a plural noun. It is singular, like physics. Physics is a name of a subject and it is singular. It is not plural. Economics. Economics is a name of a subject. It is not plural, it is singular, but it is ending with s. Classics, politics, civics, linguistics, mathematics, gymnastics, measles, mumps, news, etc. All of these words have s at the last, but they are not plural, they are singular. Next, we shall be moving to possession. Nouns possession or possessive nouns. What are possessive nouns? A possessive noun is used to show possession, owning or having. So, when we want to know about the possession, who owns the particular thing, we are using possessive noun. A possessive noun shows you who or what the modified noun or pronoun belongs to. So, if a particular thing is belonging to someone, that is called possessive noun. So, who does it belongs to? Whom does it belongs to? Whom does it belong to? To show that we are using possessive nouns. To form a possessive noun, we must add an apostrophe and a s. So, adding apostrophe and s with the noun, we are making the noun possessive noun. So, by adding apostrophe and s with a simple noun, we are making it possessive noun. Just like the example you can see, the girl's shirt. Okay, so we are adding apostrophe and s with the word girl. Girl is a noun, as we all know, and we are adding apostrophe s with it, and it is becoming possessive noun. The book's page. Book is a noun, we are adding apostrophe and s with it, and it is becoming possessive noun. Here are few examples of possessive nouns. Like, the hair of Martha is red. So, the hair belongs to Martha. Martha possesses the hair. So, hair of Martha. When we are making it possessive noun, we are saying Martha's hair is red. We are adding apostrophe and s. Tia lost the pen of her brother. Pen of her brother. So, the pen belongs to Tia's brother. So, Tia lost her brother's pen. Who does that particular thing belongs to would be apostrophe before that. We shall be adding apostrophe with that noun. If a thing belongs to a person, then we shall be adding the apostrophe with that person. The nest of the bird. So, the nest is belonging to the bird. So, when we are changing it into possessive sentence, possessive noun, we are adding bird, apostrophe s, nest, bird's nest. Because the nest is belonging to the bird. The bird owns it. So, since the bird owns it, we are adding apostrophe s with the bird. So, whoever owns the particular thing, with that person or that animal, we shall be adding apostrophe and s. The car of my friend. car is belonging to my friend. My friend is owning the car. So when we are making it possessive noun, we shall be adding apostrophe and s with the friend who is owning, who is possessing the particular thing. Whoever is possessing the particular thing shall be adding apostrophe and s with it. Whoever owns, we shall be adding apostrophe s with that person or that animal. The car of my friend. So the car is belonging to the friend. So it should be friend's car. We are adding apostrophe and s with the friend, with the word friend, because the friend owns it. So that's all for today in this video. We shall be seeing each other in the next video. Till then, take care.